game's over. Okay. Monday Night Football, we got the Saints, we got the Raiders. I want to give a huge congratulations to the Oakland Raiders for winning this game. The first quarter, they did not look good. They looked like the Raiders we've been used to seeing for the last 2 years. But once they got to that second quarter, they took over. That final 2 minutes to tie the game before half, and then in the second half, man, they dominated the Saints. Good God, they dominated the Saints. Oh, my God. Defensively for the Raiders, they did a great job in the second half shutting down Drew Brees in that offense. And then for Derek Carr and the Raiders offense, they carved up that Saints defense, man. Josh Jacobs and Darren Waller had their way with the Saints defense today. I mean, good God, they looked dominant. Nobody could cover Darren Waller. That man, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown for him. He was just uncoverable today. Nobody could figure him out. And Derek Carr, I gotta say, Derek Carr looks like the Derek Carr of 2016. Now, granted, he's still overthrowing his receivers. He's always been doing that. But he looks relatively good today. And he had no problem carving up that Saints defense. So congrats to the Raiders. You're going up 2-0. Looking great so far. We'll see how they go throughout the season. Let's get in on the Saints team. You know, for a team that's supposed to be a Super Bowl contender, you continue to be inconsistent. Let's start with this defense. Good God, the defense of the Saints are the most inconsistent defense in the league. I can't trust them to save my life. 1 minute, that Saints defense is playing like a top 5 defense. And the next minute, they're playing like the 2015 Saints. I mean, can't cover, can't tackle, giving up penalty after penalty after penalty. They gave up over 100 yards worth of penalties. I mean, where is the discipline? Where is the Where is this defense, man? Where is the Saints defense? Because clearly they did not show up in the second half. And Janoris Jenkins. Good God, Janoris Jenkins, what are you doing? Despite everything, the Saints had an opportunity to make a stop. They got a touchdown, made it 31-24. All the defense had to do was make a stop. It's third down. It's getting close to the 2-minute warning. You have one timeout left. Derek Carr takes a snap, throws the ball down the field, and he overthrows Henry Ruggs. Boom! Flag, penalty, Janoris Jenkins, pass interference. Janoris, what are you doing? Would you please, would you be so kind as to turn around? You hold it all over Ruggs, and you refuse to turn around. The refs aren't going to call the flag if you turn around, man. What are you doing? Turn around. Try to locate the ball. Stop trying to wrap your arm all around Henry Ruggs. Obviously, they were going to call that flag, and then he's just looking around like he can't believe that penalty was called. What do you expect? You didn't turn around. Oh, man. For the last 2 years, I've put the Saints in the Super Bowl. And for the last 2 years, they've disappointed me. And now again this year, they're already showing their true colors. You can't trust the Saints defense. And what's worse is you can't really trust the Saints offense either. Drew Brees today, he was looking washed. That's not the Drew Brees we're used to seeing. I mean, this guy. How many checkdowns are you going to throw, Brees? Can you please get the ball down the field? Matter of fact, that's not even a question. Do you still have the ability to throw the ball down the field? Because I couldn't see that today. Check down after check down after check down after check down. You're not beating a lot of teams checking the ball down, Drew. What's going on? You had decent protection, and yet you couldn't get the ball down the field. And what's worse, they had a 10-point lead. The Raiders go down the field, score a touchdown, because this defense of the Saints is awful. 17-14. Saints still have a minute and a half left. They have a chance to go down the field. And what does Drew Brees do? He throws a god-awful pick right to the defender. The Raiders are playing soft coverage on their defense. And I'm like, why are you playing soft coverage on Drew Brees? You know he's just going to stand in the pocket and just carve you up. As soon as I say that, Drew Brees just throws the pick right to the defender's hands. I couldn't believe he threw that pick. I don't know what he saw or how he did not see that defender. He threw it right to him. And it's not like the defender moved or anything. He stood right there. And He was right in his vision. What? How did Drew Brees not see him? He was right in his vision. What are you doing, Drew? Throwing terrible picks, checking the ball down all day. Is this how the Saints are going to win? Kamara looked nice. Smith, when they were throwing the ball, he looked nice. He looked nice. He got a couple catches. He looked great. You know, he was replacing Michael Thomas, who was injured. He did relatively well tonight. Other than that, I have nothing to really talk about for the Saints offense. They just look dry. I don't know how many checkdowns to Kamara Drew Brees threw tonight, but that's all he was doing. Check down after check down after check down after check down. Like, I'm looking at Drew Brees. What? Have you turned into? You turn into Alex Smith or something? You just throwing all these checkdowns. What are you doing? You're not gonna win against top teams checking the ball down, Drew. Can you not get the ball down the field anymore? Good Lord. Saints offense looked dry and dead in the second half. Saints defense looked undisciplined and just straight up garbage. I mean, God, can you make a tackle? Can you cover these dudes? Can you stop committing penalties? I'm disappointed in the Saints. And again, you'll be looking at this like it's only week 2. No. It's not just about that. We've been seeing the Saints play like this in the postseason for the last 2 years. That's a problem. That is a serious problem. I just can't trust this defense. You cannot trust this defense in crucial moments. And Drew Brees, the way he started off the season, he didn't look great last week against the Bucs, and he certainly didn't look great tonight. After 2 games, Drew Brees does not look like the Drew Brees we're used to seeing, and that's a little worrisome. Funny enough, 2 things were trending on Twitter during this game: the Saints Raiders game and Jameis Winston. A lot of people were looking at Drew Brees, and then they were looking at Jameis Winston like, Sean Payton, you shouldn't want to put Winston into this game because Drew Brees, all he's doing is throwing checkdowns. And he's over here throwing dumb picks. I mean, you can get that with Jameis on the field, but you can get touchdowns with him too. So, I don't know, man. Saints, you've got a lot of things to fix with this defense. I don't know why they continue to play like this. The inconsistencies have to stop. If you're going to go deep into the playoffs, the inconsistencies with this defense have to stop. Offensively, you're going to have to figure this out. Because if Drew Brees is going to continue to check the ball down the way he was tonight, you're not going to win a lot of games. And you're certainly not going to win in the postseason. Shaq, this is a team I always try to pick to get to the Super Bowl. And year after year, they've disappointed me. What am I supposed to think after 2 games of watching them? Yeah, they won against the Bucs, but Drew Brees is not looking great. And then you come out here tonight, and the Saints defense looks like the 2015 Saints defense. They can't do anything right. Meanwhile, Drew Brees is throwing checkdowns, assuming that's going to get him anything. And then he's throwing a terrible pick. I don't know what to think of the Saints team. They got things to fix. They got work to do, man. That's all I got, man. Congrats to the Raiders again. 2-0. Looking nice. Trying to compete with the Chiefs in your division. You're starting off well. We'll see how you guys do as the season goes on. That's all I got, and I'm out of here. Peace.